Hello, today I will have an off-topic review, maybe I will have them time to time in future, so if you're here just for the audio gear review, you can just keep this video. I thought that maybe it's better to start a separate channel for such reviews, but I'm not going to do them really often, so for now I think it will be on the main channel, because it's still a hobby for me, and this one is yet another my new hobby. And it's a portable mini retro handheld console named Miyoo Mini. If you're looking for in-depth reviews, there are a lot of other reviews on the YouTube, so I'm filming this just to share to tell you about the interesting thing that you can probably missed because I found about this market segment just by pure accident. And after some studying, I found out that actually this market last years came through the change similar to what was happening on the earphones market like 7-8 years ago, when Chinese manufacturers shifted from really cheap but bad solutions towards a bit more expensive but still affordable but much better ones, same as we see on the earphones market now. There are a few popular companies on this market: Pavkidi, Retroid, Unbaronic, and this one is Miyoo. And this model appears first. I also have a Retroid Pocket 2 Plus somewhere in the process of delivery. So today let's talk about this tiny cute thing. Its price is $60, it's basic price, but for about $20 more you can get a screen protector and also a micro SD card full of pirated games and other contrafakt content. So, of course, issues of intellectual property and copyright is pretty important here, but not for companies like Miyoo. They don't care about it so far. And what is the best side here? Actually, this console or this small handheld is really hot topic now because everyone likes it. It's compact, it's affordable, it's just $60, and actually it's pretty good for this price. So it came in this case, and as of accessory set I've got screen protector, USB charging cable, and cleaning wipes to apply the screen protector. It's compact, it's really light, size is absolutely like a deck of cards. It's totally matching the standard size of card deck. You can actually try to hold the deck of cards to understand will it be comfortable for you or not. And some people uses cases created for the deck of cards to store this handheld when carry with them. There are a lot of different color options. I've got this one reminding classical Game Boy. Also there is a white with colored buttons. Also there are two transparent versions, black and blue, and probably more will emerge soon. So here is volume control. Actually it's analog dial. On top there is an on-off button and 3 LED indicators. Battery is here. You can get access to it, but it's not that easy to replace because now they use that battery with wire. In first version they used Samsung battery, it was easier to replace, but it's an upgraded second version. And this battery will give you from 3 to 6 hours of gameplay depending on what emulator you will be using. But usually it's about 4 hours mainly. And there are shoulder buttons here, so left, right, and L2, R2. They are really good in terms of clicks. Actually all buttons are here pretty good, but because this device is really small, it's hard to find the proper position for holding it. So it's not super comfortable for me to find a proper hold for it. It's something like that, and of course it's not created for the long game sessions, but for long sessions there are bigger devices. They are less pocketable but more comfortable. But this one is to spend 20-30 minutes somewhere on the go. You just get it and play it. On the front panel there are 4 buttons, classical layout. and D-pad. So actually buttons here are really good. They have a proper amount of clicks. Here used that rubber buttons, so travel amount is pretty nice. They have nice ergonomics and they have a good feel when you're pressing them. Also, D-pad is really comfortable one. It's really close to the, like, let's call them classical retro consoles like Genesis and Super Nintendo. It's the menu button and also start and select. All are nice, clicky, so in terms of ergonomics and buttons, it's one of the best consoles. Main screen is 480 by 640, so pretty good resolution, and it's an OCA laminated screen, meaning good viewing angles, brightness and so on. But let's turn it on. So I'm pressing the button. Stock firmware is based on Linux operating system. There is a custom firmware for this console and many recommend it to use, but actually I didn't install it yet. So let's turn the brightness to maximum, because I have a really bright studio light here, and actually screen is brighter in real life than it seems on video. Pretty normal viewing angles, but it's not that important for the portable console because you will be holding it in front of you. And stock firmware organization is pretty simple and explainable. So it's recent folder with recent files you play favorites, games, and RetroArch. It's main emulation software that most of such consoles are using. So you select games and you can see that all that classical memories of from your childhood. So it supports lot of classical consoles. RetroArch is basically the same with a bit different layout. So you can see the so-called cores. It's different emulators for the different systems. Lot of them, including arcade machines, DOSBox, and many other stuffs, CamVM, and so on and so forth. Apps, it's some applications for Linux operation system. Almost all of them are Chinese, so I didn't sort them all here. And some basic settings, so you can adjust brightness, and actually what is good here in recent firmwares, you can adjust different aspects of color. You can change the hue and so on, so you cannot select what is matching your taste. But actually let's go and see some games. So recent ones, the one I'm playing right now, it's Dragon Ball from the Game Boy Advanced. So let's load the state where I was recently. I will turn volume down a little bit so you can enjoy my voice more. Speaker here is just one, it's mono speaker. It's like it's normal, definitely far from being great. People are buying some third-party speakers and doing mods, improving the sound, but actually to play some sound on the go, it's more than okay. So let's go. Now this guy will kick my butt a little bit. So yeah, that's the stage where I'm starting losing this game, because this guy is like enormously overpowered. So it probably designed the way to not be beaten. But actually Game Boy Advance games playing really well. It's kind of really enjoyable and fun. Nice animation and really good experience here. So let's exit. So now on my Nintendo Switch, of course I'm playing Shredder's Revenge, but of course it's always a good time to remind the classical, the best beat 'em up version that many likes, and it's Turtle in Time. Actually also plays really nicely, smoothly, so all that classical consoles up to PlayStation 1 played really well and feels really nicely. Actually, on video screen looks pretty dark, but in real life it's really okay when there is no bright studio lights. Great experience, really comfortable D-pad, playing really nicely here. So let's go back, we'll show something else what I've got here. Actually looking for a Symphony of the Night non-Chinese version because I'd really like to play it, and it emulates it pretty nicely. So lot of memories to recall, and basically tons of classical games. Let me show you. Actually, let's go here to game, and for example Famicom. So it's scanning games now. As you can see, they put more than 1000 games here on the micro SD card I've got with it. They don't care about copyright issues, so won't comment about that. Lot of Game Boy and Game Boy Advance and so on. So, as you can see, pretty nice, fun device, pretty cheap, so you can give it to your kids, or it won't be really pity if they do something with it. You can keep it for yourself. It's a great present for your gadget addicted friend with nostalgia for that classical games. So really recommend you to pay attention to this market segment. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and of course have a nice day.